sometimes I kind of get hyper focused on one thing, but I do like to be able to, to have a couple of things started so I can just, if I'm getting to the point where I feel like I'm having a wrestling match with one of them, I can just go, hey, let's paint a tree instead,
Hello, my name is Brandi Hofer. Welcome to the Color Me Happy podcast. I'm so grateful you're here, and I'm very grateful for your time. You are going to feel so empowered with our episodes and our guests because they live a truly passionate life. They're excited about what they do. They know that creativity matters and that your art matters and that it matters to following your passion in life to ultimately see your everyday ordinary as extraordinary. These episodes are almost unedited, very raw, so it'll feel like you're sitting down for coffee with a friend. Feel free to reach out anytime at Brandi Hofer Studios on Instagram and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for being here.
Jenny.
Hi.
I'm so excited to meet you.
Me too. Oh my God.
Yeah, your art is so rad. And I've been I'm just going to look again. I've been watching you for a few years. And
likewise.
Whoa, thanks. Yeah, I don't know if we touched base or not, or
I
just
kind of
was
a little bit
commenting.
here and there.
Yeah. So I definitely want to hear, oh my gosh, Golden Girls. Yeah, you guys got to check out. Yeah, you got to check out Jenny's page. There's some cool stuff. So were you always obsessively on that one subject? Because that's what I want to know.
Well, I mean, in terms of my art, no. Now that's not entirely true because there was a period. My sister and I recently just talked about how we were absolutely obsessed with sitcoms growing up. And there was one point where we sat down and we're just drawing pages and pages and pages of pictures of all of the people on all of the sitcoms. So we realized that I did kind of delve into some of this at one point. But yeah, when I started painting, I went to NASCAD, Nova Scotia College of Art and Design.
You did too? Me too. Yes. What year did you go?
I graduated in 2006.
So did I.
Did you really?
Or no, 2008.
Oh, okay. No,
yeah. Sorry. I graduated from RDC in 2006.
Oh,
darn,
okay.
we almost overlapped.
Oh, that's wild. Did you take painting?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. So you got to take the old school version of NASCAD
exactly.
I did. They were transitioning in my last year.
Yeah.
To the new campus. So only the new rich students got to test out the new. Right? They're the old students, you stay in this shithole.
Exactly. We stayed with the mice.
Yeah. It was cool though. I like being above a bar in an old building.
Oh my God, right? Yeah, like the drawing studio on the 5th floor was my favorite space. I don't even know. Yeah,
yes, that was the coolest. Mine wasn't up there, but in an attic.
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember that. It was the coolest space to be in my opinion. I think absolutely. I was one lower, and then there was printmaking or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, those were the days.
Oh, I know.
Actually, I have there's bittersweet feelings about NASCAD. We don't have to get into it.
I completely agree. Yeah, I'm very nostalgic for it, but there's a lot about it that I was like, ugh.
There was no
art school.
It was very cool, but there was no. It was the vibes. It was a competition-based mindset that I don't go with. Literally, I was late today because I'm trying to hire artists in a mural festival, and we just ran our first festival, and it totally ran me ragged. But my community matters, other artists matter. But I think going through those things at NASCAD where you felt the singularity, I'm only important, I'm a painter, and I'm a big deal. If I hadn't gone through those things and decided that that's not something I stand for, then I wouldn't stand for it now and be fighting so hard. So it just comes out of that, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's talk about you. You went to NASCAD.
Yes.
And you were painting major.
Yeah, and I had never painted before, so I learned to paint at NASCAD.
Yeah. For 4 years, you did full. Okay. Yeah.
I
went from a community school, like a college, smaller setting, small professor, one-on-one community,
Oh
like
my
we all
God.
still stay in touch group, to like
Amazing.
the opposite. So that's
Yeah.
why it was even harder.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, I mean, I definitely, you know, I had a little core group of friends, and I would say I learned more from painting overnight with them over those, you know, last couple of years than I ever did in my classes, you know.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
just, there was just something, yeah. And I also like I, long story, but I couldn't get a student loan. So I worked at Eastside Mario's for the 4 years that
amazing.
that I worked at, that I was at NASCAD, you know, and Eastside's at that point was downtown. So it was like right down the road. But I was working pretty well full time and going to school.
Nuts.
So, you know, I kind of
But
missed
probably
out.
better in the long run. You don't have
Well,
to pay off student loans.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. But I also kind of missed out on some of the social stuff a little bit. And I definitely, you know, came up against my various challenges of getting things done in a timely manner and that kind of
I think
stuff.
it worked out great. It's probably
Yeah.
better practice for the real world. Your painting business life, like
Totally.
supplementing income, etc.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, I started, you know, I realized I wanted to paint, you know, I wasn't really interested in abstraction at that point. It just kind of wasn't like I had wanted to paint my whole life, and I was finally at a point where I could make paintings that looked like things, which was what I wanted to do, you know. But I started off you know, just going through, you know, the school stuff and the self-portraits and the and that was great. But I got out of school and I felt this need to you know, paint things people wanted, which at the time I thought was, you know, like sunsets and sailboats and landscapes and that kind of, you know, that kind of thing. So that's sort of what I focused on, you know. And I did portraits. I did like family portraits and that kind of thing. And I was also, again, working full time for like the next 10 years after I graduated. So it was really, I painted, but I didn't have a regular practice, you know, constantly. So it really, yeah, like it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do, you know. I think I kind of got to a point with doing commissions for people, you know, and family portraits and just feeling like, man, I just want to, you know, I've never painted anything that I got to just keep and was just for me. And then I thought, well, man, what if I painted myself, you know, some big thing I could put behind my couch, you know, and I decided to paint, like a scene from Doctor Who, basically like this big interior of the TARDIS, you know, this like 4-foot gigantic thing. And I posted it on Facebook when I was working on it, and people were like, oh, cool. Right. Oh, okay. You know, and then my partner, you know, he said, well, you can do portraits. Like, could you do a scene from a movie for me? Like, can you, so he asked me to do a scene from Stand By Me, and the same thing kind of happened. People were like, wait a minute. Oh, this is, I connect to this. You know, I'm really interested in this. And it was so fun for me. Yeah. So it just kind of evolved from there, realizing like, oh, I love all of these pop culture things, and I could maybe put these things together and stop painting sailboats, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm. Yeah,
it's always
exactly.
like a roundabout way. Like you get there and you needed that journey, right?
Totally.
To become, or like be ready for. I think like slow drip business growth is great too.
Yeah.
Did you feel like a creative burnout when you were doing custom artwork?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Cause it, I mean, like I liked the things I made, you know, I thought, okay, this is good. I'm happy with this painting. I got paid for it, but it never, I don't know. And you'd get to the point you have a couple lined up and then you're just kind of like, oh, I just want to paint something I want to paint, you know? Yeah.
It's like, oh, I could really finish this in 6 hours, but I'm going to take 2 months and 18 days.
I say for me, the the slowest part of a painting is when I can look at it and be like, I think it's going to take me about 3 hours to finish this. And then it's 2 weeks. Like, it's just, because it's just, I don't know what it is, but getting to the end of it.
Well, calling something's done is like scary in itself.
God,
it's
yes.
Like,
yeah.
Like, can I do more? Will I wreck it?
Totally.
A balance between those two things.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what is enough? Because enough doesn't, you don't want enough to feel like you've abandoned it or it's a failure or, but at the same time, you need to be able to just go, okay. All right.
Yeah. Plus, like sometimes there's like a magic spark place. You're like, this is something new and different.
Yes. Absolutely.
Discovery within each piece, right? And then it like happens to like, well, there's a new collection now, and now I have 14 others to make.
Yes.
And you like pile it up. But like at this point, I'm so busy, like the piles sit there haunting me.
God.
You're like, you made 3 pieces.
Yeah.
And you're like, is that going to be it? You printed out all the stuff to make the next ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I have a lineup of, I would say a backlog of commissions that I'm working through right now. Cause it just sort of has happened that's worked out that way. But I have a stack of panels ready to go that I'm just like, I gotta get through these. But I'm so excited about each of those projects. It's
good. Actually, something I did learn at ASCAD from Mark Bovey. Do you remember him?
No, I never.
I think he might have been newer, and he was from Alberta, so he was actually a little bit different than everyone else, which was nice. Which either I think people liked or didn't like at all.
Yeah.
So, but there's just something about that. Like, there's even like there's the vast differences within Canada. Canada is a huge country, and there's lots of accents and lots of nationalities and roots and stuff, but he felt like kind of like home, and he had the best advice. Was I was stuck on this one piece, and it was very tight and it was very realistic, which I'm more of an expressionist, like a portrait artist, but like there's so much like immediacy in a moment that I let fly, like can't control it, can't make the same thing twice. And like I wanted the perfectionism, like you want to hit the goal of like, I want to prove I can paint realistically.
Sure.
For some reason.
Yeah.
And then so I was just stuck there, and I was like, this isn't just like dark and like it's very real, I guess. Which is fine. That works for some people.
Oh no, absolutely. Absolutely.
It just didn't work for me.
You have to find what it is that is your expression, right? It's not.
Yeah, it was a perfect female form, and it was like it, and I was like, okay. And then he's like, next time I come here, like next week, following Tuesday, they do their whatever professor studio visits, and he's like, I want 4 more pieces on the wall. I was like, ooh, yeah. And he's like, in process or whatever, but at least started. And I did. I finished 4 more pieces, and then it led into my like student show pieces, and they were and I was listening to, which I wasn't super poppy, but Kelly Clarkson had like done this album that was like really raw and like not her normal thing, and like I just listened to that the whole time, and it fed me and whatever. And and then I made I think it was like 14 or 16 pieces in like a month. And,
oh my God.
Yeah, like so that was the best advice, is to have like, especially I think for the way my brain functions, is like to not hit boredom and like rotate around and do all these different things, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. And then you're not frozen on this one thing finishing.
Absolutely. I mean, it's something sometimes I kind of get hyper focused on one thing, but I do like to be able to, to have a couple of things started, so I can just, if I'm getting to the point where I feel like I'm having a wrestling match with one of them, I can just go, hey, let's paint a tree instead, like it's just,
or one on canvas and one on paper, or something collagey, or something like mine's really vast, but
yes,
that's why my business is like, my sister and my husband are like, I don't even know what the fuck you're doing. I was like, I agree. I'm kind of like barely
I love it,
head above water, but like I like visiting with artists on a podcast. I I literally have all my sound stuff set up on a Frida Kahlo painting.
Amazing.
I have another podcast in person coming up, and then I have editing, and then I have I did all the admin this morning and social media, and it keeps you going and excited, and
Absolutely,
then only because I burnt out on 6 to 8 commissions a month for a year straight.
Oh, that's too many. Oh God.
It was too many. It was insane. It was absolute insanity.
Yeah.
And
it's too much. And it's you kind of end up making work in a vacuum when you take on that much. You're not, I don't know, you don't have time, and you don't have the bandwidth to be making those connections, and seeing what else is out there, and getting some fuel for your creative brain.
It was an empty well by the end of it all.
Exactly.
Burnt out, depleted, everything. But again, something I had to go through to realize, I like to be social. I like community work. I like, volunteering or donating, or, and I also like making money, so I can do those things.
Yes.
Yeah. So did you ever enter a point where you're like, how do you sustain your practice? Was that an evolution? Because we didn't learn it in art school.
No, they don't teach you anything about being an artist. They teach you how to, make things, but they're just like, okay, you're graduated, go figure it out, And I mean, I went right back to serving full time. So, I was, like I said, I might do 3 or 4 paintings in a year for the next however many. I think it was 11 years before I finally, quit serving. But it wasn't until I finally stopped bartending, finally, and I took on a job teaching English to kids in China.
Cool.
Online. And I did that for 5 years, and it was so great because I would work from 6 o'clock in the morning till 10. And then all of a sudden I had all of this time, and I had a schedule that felt kind of normal. And that was the point where I realized I can, it took me about 6 months to sort of get used to it.
Yeah.
But
bartending hours to morning hours, big shift. Yeah.
Yeah. Doing a couple of pieces for Christmas that year and realizing, I have time to do this now. I actually have time and the bandwidth to just show up in the studio, and I mean, that is definitely an ongoing, figuring out what a daily practice looks like for me. It's evolved, right? Because the first year that I really delved into doing this kind of pop culture stuff, I decided I was going to make all these paintings and then make prints and sell them at HalCon, the local convention here. And so I did 12 of these big realistic paintings between January and September.
Oh my gosh.
But I did like 4 of them till April, and then I did the rest of them in the, so I really, really burned myself out on that first year, so ever since then it's been figuring out how to balance all of it, because I'm working on all these pieces, I'm trying to make sure that I have a certain number of new pieces each year. I'm taking commissions, and I have a pretty robust print business happening, which is a whole other set of skills and time management, and that I have to sort of factor
do that
in.
By hand?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't drop ship?
I drop ship canvases now, but I'm still I'm still doing I'm still doing my prints by hand, but it's
because you're doing limited editions.
No.
Okay, you need to drop ship. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'd love any input you have on that, because it's
honestly, I think Printful's great. There's here and there things, but although now the AI can pick up copywriting stuff.
Man, right? Yeah.
So that's new.
It's tough.
That's new. So for what you do, it may, but it's actually okay, because some artists are probably curious. So I had in 2016, I think I set up a print shop, and I was printing picking up and shipping out my hand. But then I had 3 kids, and then I was like, fuck this. Like, ooh, so the F's are coming out. It's because I'm so tired. I love it. That's another
anyway. I'm 100% on board.
Yeah, like it was just like, this isn't great. Like, it's I cannot, even though I live in a very small place where it's 7 minutes to the post office, it's still the packaging, the thing, the whatever. And like, they're sporadic. I'm sure you have with like your subject matter, like more of print sales. Mine was like 1 or 2 a week where I was like going, and I'm like all the way to make whatever X amount of dollars. Dumb. So even when I do like, say someone gets a commission, like for summer games, I did this big piece commission, and then they order 40 prints for the volunteers and board members or whatever. I still drop ship.
That's awesome.
I still, even though it's local, right? That's still 40 prints of whatever that I have to do something with, right?
Yep.
So I actually find the quality pretty reasonable. Like, really, like, it's good quality. Even if you do a signed limited edition, you can put that as a digital signature.
Oh, sure.
You know, it doesn't have to be, you can do whatever you want. It's your own business.
Exactly.
Yeah. Screw what everyone else says what is proper. You really can do whatever floats your boat. Forget the rules and what you were taught, unlearn it and do whatever you want. Because unless you're working with a gallery, like if you're your own business, like most people don't give a shit. Tons of people still call my prints original. They're like, I have an original. And like, I'm like, I'm like, it's a print. In my brain, I'm like, it's a print, but whatever.
Yep, absolutely.
Whatever you want to think. It's fine. Like, who cares? They're excited they have a piece of you and what is speaking to them in their home.
Absolutely.
So
you're absolutely right. I mean, it's an ongoing sort of, so much of it is the stories that we tell ourselves about how things should be. You know, it's not coming from anywhere. It's not coming from any of those people who are just like, I just want to print. I just want to, something. I started off because I'm, writing a note on all of my packing slips and it's
I like doing that too,
but it's a lot. It's a lot of work, and so it's a couple of days a week where I can't paint.
You should think about it. It's just like a few connecting website things. Like, it's really not hard.
Yeah. And I mean, it's worked really well. I mean, doing canvases that way, has been, a dream come true, honestly. So it's, I feel like the universe like did this for me. Thank you. Yeah.
Ease of time. Yeah. Anytime. And I'm sure like, and for smaller paper pieces, I love scanning. Which a ton of artists don't do. You scan and stitch.
Yeah.
Way easier and way better than taking a photograph.
Absolutely. Because that's the other thing is that because most of my pieces are minimum like 18 by 24. So it's I'm photographing everything by myself and then I'm editing them and I'm like, it's that's not my favorite. That is not my favorite.
Canvas reflection? No, not
oh my God.
Most fun to edit out. But I scan up to, I think, like 35 and stitch.
Oh, seriously? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's again another learned skill that
it is for sure.
A few hours. Yeah. Stitching on Photoshop, it just has a literal mind of its own.
Right.
It's a beast. It's like, actually, I think your painting is like bigger on this side and very small on this side. That's what I'm picking up. And you're like, no, it's not. So like, it's a learning curve, but not impossible. And you can find tutorials, etc.
Oh, amazing. So,
but in the long run, it will ease that whole thing, right? And then like for your big collectors and originals, then you do the card and the homemade thing and the whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. You're right. You are right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I needed that today.
Yeah. See, this is why, because we get creating, we get making, we get busy, and these conversations don't always happen. And it's so, I mean, that's one of the reasons I was so excited to get a chance to talk to you, because it's just so nice to check in with somebody who's doing this kind of work.
Struggling the same way you
Yes.
are or have. And I'm very transparent. Like, I'm not a secret keeper. I will tell you what I made and how I did it.
I love that. I love that about you. Like I enjoy your content so much because of that, because you're just like, it feels so genuine, and it makes me feel so connected to it, because I understand what you're talking about. I really, and I can relate to it strongly. Yeah.
There's a few like surprising haters that come along, but like not a lot for where it's reaching at this point. So that's okay. But honestly, when people are mean, for some reason, the algorithms really carry it forward.
Oh God. Yeah.
Isn't it funny?
I try really hard when that happens. Yeah. To like, I have to do a little bit of, mental legwork where I'm like, okay, clearly this person has something wrong with them, because why else are they just yelling at people on the internet? But it's, because you can get 500 positive comments and then you get that one, and it just kind of like, it's dumb, but you also just kind of, it sticks. Like, it takes a minute to get rid of it,
Yeah. But you're also like, thank you for the interaction.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when they start fighting in the comments. That's the best. I love when they do.
It is the best. It's sure to reach 1 million when that happens.
Yes.
But that's so cool that we have people standing up for and I do it too. I do it when someone's mean to like one of, even if I like only know the artist a little, I'm like, you don't get to be here and be mean to Jenny.
Yeah.
If you don't love what she's doing, get out of here.
Exactly.
Like, I do it too. Like, so yeah. Because like, I knew a ton of artists who are very also transparent with their processes, or make little tutorials on how to use a VR headset, which I have fucking struggled with. So
I haven't even, I keep seeing people doing it, and I'm just like, what's happening?
Hey, so it seems straightforward, but to get one PNG to the headset is like not easy, and it's frustrating that they've set it up that way. Like, so like you have to have like a sister, like 3 apps to get, and then go through the. I'm just like, how did anyone figure this out in the first place?
Yeah.
And so I will eventually have to, because there will be a mural where I cannot plug in a projector.
Yes.
And I will have to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm only probably 3% of figuring the last step out, right?
Yeah. But imagine being able
to
cut out that step. Ooh.
I just have to get through this list. List first before it becomes a priority. This is my today priority list. This is not even the big list. This is but we just ended a mural fest. So like there are some, which is why I keep looking at my phone. I'm like, is there any like emergencies happening at this delivery moment of 1,500-pound jersey barriers? So,
oh my God,
what am I doing? I almost quit, but then I'm like, I'm gonna fall in love with it when I do it, and then I'm not gonna be able to quit.
Exactly. I love that. I meant to actually mention. I love the fact because I've seen you post about using a projector a couple of times, and I just love it because I use a projector. And how many years was I like,
hiding it?
Absolutely.
Hiding that step, like actually sketch this out from scratch. I'm amazing, everyone. Look at me.
Yes, yeah.
And then you realize that you made every other artist feel inferior.
Yeah, exactly.
I finally went to another Canadian artist. What's his name? Just starts with a J. Justin Ogilvie.
Oh, I know the name.
Ogilvie.
I know the name. I can't sort of.
I was pregnant
Yeah.
with my second child and didn't care. Like the pregnancy made me not care.
Nice.
It was so weird. I was the chillest I've ever been in my whole entire life because I very much care what everyone thinks.
Sure.
I wish it would go away, and it did for 9 months. It was so strange. It was so strange I was like gardening, and I was like, I don't know about painting. I don't care. Like, it's so weird. Anyway, it was fun to sit, but I had before then signed myself up for a summer workshop. So, so I went to this workshop. He was leading it. He was super great, very technical, very mixed colors and like the ways you're supposed to, and whatever, and oils. And I loved his. Do you work in oils or acrylic?
Oh yeah.
Oils. Yeah, they're very rich. I like. After this last mural, I was like, I fucking hate acrylics. Because I work mostly with pastels or soft pastels when drawing, which is very forgiving and blendy.
Definitely.
But the time it takes to mix acrylics, I can't do. And of course, for murals, acrylics are acrylics. You have to reuse them.
Yeah.
And I hate how they blend. Like they don't, and it doesn't make sense in my brain. You're like, it's dry already. So I guess I'm working in this weird like mark making way that didn't blend together. And it's dried and it's not as rich as it was before.
I hate it. Yeah.
Haven't to master acrylics really. I think I can, but I just don't want to.
Yeah.
But anyway, like very long story short, he was doing oils, which I loved, and I just haven't had the patience to mix oils lately.
Right.
And he was awesome. And then finally he said, like partway through the thing, because we were figure drawing from live.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Which I hadn't done in a long time.
Oh man, I miss doing that. Yeah.
And I was gridding a lot. Large scale.
Oh yeah.
Still time consuming and annoying. And he finally said, I see the artists you love. You love Andrew Salgado, fellow Canadian Regina artist, blah, blah, blah. All these people were like my idols because we talked about it. We were all chilling for hours on end in this it's called Red Deer Polytechnic now. But they have amazing studios, brand new. And he's like, they're all using projectors. And I was like, he's like, so in order for you to make the work that next level that you're keep talking about, that's what you need to do. And that's it, period.
That's amazing.
I don't know why I needed his permission because we were told it was cheating in art school.
Oh yeah. I mean, I did in art school, and we didn't have digital projectors at that point. So I was using, I would take like acetate and do the drawing on top of the picture that I was working from and then put it on an overhead projector, and try to get the shape right, So but there was this thing about like working from a photo. With you.
She was so snobby.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to make things that look like things and I don't have the thing here. So here's a picture of it. Cool.
I must sketch this out and suffer.
Yeah. Right.
But honestly, all the masters did it.
Yes.
So it's so, and not that we needed their permission. If you like doing it that way, do it that way. If you like to sketch it, good for you.
Yeah. I mean, I found out. Who
fucking cares?
I still was carrying a bit of that. And then I found out that, Norman Rockwell used a projector. Like, Drew Struzan, who is, the guy that did like the Back to the Future poster and all of these classic 80s and 90s, he used a projector. And that for some reason just kind of like broke it open for me. And I'm, and I realized, oh, this is fine. This is absolutely fine,
It's freeing.
Yes.
Empowering and all these things all at once, right?
Yeah. And it's amazing how divisive it still is for people, that there are still people who will show up and
and I have an example and they're like, how dare you show children this way of learning? nothing. You're not teaching them a thing. And I'm like, okay, I have empowered teachers and thousands of children across the world now, internationally. This is my 5-year-old's drawing. This only was 2 hours of, and this is like underpainting, whatever, soft pastels, everything. This is Teddy's drawing of his friend Tucker, and he's 5. Oh my God. This is James, who's 10, our neighbor, drawing on my son Gus. We did bestie.
I love that. That's awesome.
I haven't released it yet, but I'm going to release it before school because I want the teachers to do it in their classroom. Yes. Bestie, and the kids will love bestie portraits. And I'm going to do it in my art academy because the teenagers are teenagers and they're just some. And then this is my son Finn, 8-year-old draw, and I love the props.
Pickle Rick.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then this is Gus's of James.
Oh my God.
And this is pictures of Finn's.
This is fabulous. Yeah.
We had a blast one summer morning and like 3 days ago. And like, what is so terrible about that?
No.
Find one fucking terrible thing.
Yeah.
They got to play with media. They got to feel empowered by their creativity. They made art, which if you've ever hung out with boys who are very physically whatever, they are not sitting down for much.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're certainly not sitting down to, is the eye in the right place? And oh, I've got to, oh no, I've got to go back and erase this. And I've got to, like, that's not the part, like, that's not the purpose of the exercise. The purpose of the exercise is the mark making and the, like, just figuring out what you want to say and what you feel. And like
self-expression, the most human thing about creativity.
Right.
Yeah. And then they're not, because let me tell you about kids, especially these days, like everyone's attention span is dwindling.
Yeah.
So if this catches them, if this sits them down and they don't feel frustrated and stop like every other person does, because they have to. And I know, because I did years of training, years and years and hours upon hours, hundreds of hours training to get to a point where I wasn't even happy at that point.
Yes.
So, it's fun to share. I finally realized before we made portrait class, and it was a total happy accident, which everything good in life is.
Absolutely.
Is that my friend wanted her 12-year-old daughter for her birthday to come sit with me and make art. And then it all clicked. Yeah. And she had a bad art school experience. She got told she got accused of cheating. Yeah. She stopped making art. Now she's a photographer. Anyway,
geez.
Everyone who's taken portrait class and probably has listened to my podcast already knows the story about like her painting of her daughter Lola is the most gorgeous thing, of course, because it was an amazing propped photograph with florals and whatever. Right. And she drew it in the first portrait she had drawn in like 22 years.
Oh my God.
Right? So it was magic from the beginning, and that's why everyone loves it so much. So it's cool. And like, let's empower each other. Let's be transparent. Let's and what happens when you work together, like magic things happen, good things happen. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're happier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
you can still be jealous of other people doing the things, but then invite them on your podcast and figure out how they're doing it.
Yes. And I really do try to tell, because of course you see those things and you're just like, whoa, how are they doing that? I want to do that. But I really try to channel that feeling into like, wow, look at what's possible, Wow.
Yeah. What if I try it? Why don't I try it? What if? Let's just see what happens. Yeah, like Jenny, no, you're Jenny. Karen. There we go. Karen Sue. She did a 30,000 square foot koi fish in Taiwan. And I'm like, how?
Yeah.
And then myself, who is like, do you really? Like, that's like a year long, like pretty tough project.
Right.
Do you really want to?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then I heard about
yeah.
it, and it's cool, and it was fun, and it was cool to see another person thriving in their practice.
Mhm.
Period.
Yeah, that's
And then
it
all that
exactly.
other stuff like kind of just like goes away.
Yeah.
It's just, and I love how Danielle Kryza, she's just called herself she just put it in her title, the jealous curator. Like, I'm jealous of everyone and everything that's happening, but I'm going to share their art anyway in my newsletter every day.
Yep, exactly. I think actually it was through Danielle that I found you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I like resonated with everything, like because she had a crappy art school experience, that sort of sidetracked her for years, and it's just it's incredible, and it's actually incredible the community that she's built. Man.
Yeah. And so at 40, where you start to give less fucks, you step into your power as a woman, and then cool things happen. I think you stop trying to please everyone. I actually was messaging with her yesterday because I wanted her to share. I'm going to make her a portrait hack video special for her.
Great. Yeah.
Like, to get more people. I want to see more people doing it, I guess.
That's awesome.
Is like, and obviously I would love to sell more classes.
Well, for sure. Absolutely. Man.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
No, you go.
I'm so I love seeing I love seeing other artists being successful doing classes and like doing that kind of like not side hustle, but like having that other kind of income stream and creative outlet. I mean, I had actually, when I stopped teaching, I was working on sort of trying to figure out how I might do that, and then I started working on social media at the same time because I was like, okay, I need to and then the social media sort of worked. And
so I ended up, because it's very pop culture-y.
That's
like,
it.
People love that.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I kind of have a cheat code, really, which I'm very grateful for.
Yeah. Well, it's like empowering, and you can do it yourself, and you don't need anyone else.
Yeah. And it's really
that shortcut.
Incredible what you can accomplish with it if you give it the time and sort of pay attention to what's working and what's not working. And I mean, it can be exhausting too, but it's overall been pretty amazing, like life-changing.
And really, no one's going to come knock on your door and do it for you. So
no.
Get started now.
Yes. Seriously. I mean, I was on Instagram from 2016 until it was 2020. No, it was just last year. I managed to squeak out 5,000 followers between 2016 and 2024. And then last year I had one or two videos that just blew up, and I ballooned to like 35,000.
I liked last year's algorithm.
Oh my God. Yeah. And it was right after that the algorithm changed, but I was like, okay, well, at least I got that far. Whew. Because it changed
right now, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, it changed. And I'm like, fuck you, algorithm. I gotta give an explicit warning to this podcast, because I'm just like, come on. I just figured you out.
I know, right?
The funny thing is,
Facebook right now is like going off, like, because I cross post everything, and all of a sudden my Facebook is just like exploding.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah. So definitely cross post, because all of my videos now, when I look at the numbers, it's like, because now they're counting the views on Instagram and showing your Facebook views and your Instagram views together. Or at least
if where are you located now?
I'm in Halifax.
You're in Halifax still?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Closer to the border?
I don't know. But it's like, if I've got like 70,000 views on one, I've 10,000 of them are on Instagram, and what's the math on that? 60,000 are on Facebook. It's like
Weird.
this whole other, because I ignored Facebook for years, right?
Yeah.
But
It
now I
still
pay
really
attention to it
it
too.
still really works. I just spent
does,
all
yeah.
morning posting our community stuff on there.
Yeah.
Like, look at these little artists making art for your, and they go out today, and it's so cute. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so great.
Okay, I have one last question for you.
Yeah.
You may have to go because someone's going to show up at my house next, and I didn't clean, but I don't care.
No problem.
If you had one piece of advice for artists, what would it be that you wish you had earlier?
Ooh. I feel like I have a lot, but no, yeah, number one is just show up and make something. Stop or try to stop with what it should be, or what you think people want, or just make something that makes you happy. That's the core of it. That was kind of where I found my my thing, right?
Your voice. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I liked hearing your journey. Thank you for sharing that. Let's do and this is not by chat GP, this is out of my brain. Let's do like a fire question.
Ooh, okay.
See if I can come up with like 4 off that, which I'm not very good at, by the way, like on the spot stuff all the time. Actually, I'm a wizard at some things, but when people ask me questions on the spot, I get like frozen. But
yes.
So let's see. Okay, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay. Books, like reading books or audiobooks?
See, this is one of those like depends things. Well, it depends. But I mean, I like audiobooks when I'm painting, but otherwise I want to sit down with it.
Yeah. Take the time for yourself. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Driving or flying?
Ooh, I'm in the process of getting my license, so hopefully driving soon. So right now, flying.
Or biking. Right?
Yeah, still flying. Buses. Oh yeah.
I
love a good bus.
hated the Halifax bus. I hated that bus.
Transit here is terrible.
Real on
do
its
not
own
recommend
level of time.
Mm-hmm.
I loved my bike, and then I forgot about it one weekend when it was gone. Yeah. I loved it for the 2 weeks I had it in Halifax.
Yeah.
Student brain. It was my own fault. I actually love, like, if I were to pick transit, and here I go on a ADHD tangent.
I love it.
Squirrel.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. I did another artist project for over a month in Montreal, and I got to bike the whole month. And that was the most magical, like,
nice.
I would love, when I become super duper rich, I will also, no, I don't have to own it. I just can travel there. But it would be cool to have a city hub where you can bike all over all year round, basically.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool.
Absolutely.
And I told my sons there, I was like, the next time we went last summer, I was like, the next time we come here, you guys, I'm going to make sure you're old enough where we can all bike through the city the whole time. Like,
very cool.
Did do a 1-day bike. Like, I was impressed. They did over 15K, and my one son was
no.
He was 4 turning 5. And he did all the way to the biosphere, over the bridge to the island, to the biosphere, to back to the market, Jean Talon Market, and back to the bike shop in Old Montreal.
Impressive.
And then my other son had a shit bike. So, like, for him to get through it, we rented bikes and did that. So,
that's fabulous.
Like, when we get back here, we'll be a few years older and we can, like, really experience this. Like,
that's awesome.
It'll be awesome. Yeah. Okay. It's so nice meeting you. We have to stay in touch and chat.
Definitely.
Soon. This will be sometime in the next few weeks, and I'll let you know. And have the best time.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Summer in Halifax. Gotta be great.
It's pretty good.
I only got to experience the gloom.
Yes.
So
yes, we do gloom very well.
The gloom of winter.
Yes.
And like August, September was cool, but like, yeah, summer's got to be awesome.
It's pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a blowers in Grafton, so that's as close as I get to Halifax now. Their lobster rolls are pretty killer.
Good. That's really cool. I love that. There's so many East Coasters out west now.
It's weird. Yeah. I know. I was like, why? Like they only have, here we go again. Why, like out of their locations, 7?
Yeah.
Because I was curious about it. Like they picked Lloydminster. Weird. But there must be like, they must have done data analysis.
Definitely.
And like so many East Coast people live in this weird place.
Yep.
Let's put plop
100%.
one here. And it's busy. It's well received.
So awesome.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. It's
that's
good.
special.
And it does feel like Pizza Corner. Do they still call it Pizza Corner?
Yes, there's less pizza, but yeah.
I know. It was like shawarma and different.
It was like shawarma and poutine for a while, and now it's but Sicilian pizza's still going strong.
Nice.
Yeah, after all these years.
Okay, I'll chat with you soon.
Awesome.
Bye.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.
If you have any questions, feel free to reach out on Instagram at Brandi Hofer Studios anytime. I'm happy to chat. That's where I sit. And I'm so glad you're here, and I cannot wait for you to dive in. So give us a like and subscribe, and check the rest of our channel.
If you want to feel empowered and inspired, like and subscribe for more. And if you want to get creative, check out all our art hacks on this channel.